Many asylum hopefuls are entering the country at legal ports of entries, but others are skipping the bridge and crossing illegally.
And the president says those people should not get, quote, a free pass into the U.S. Channel 5's Valerie Gonzalez takes a closer look at what this means for pregnant migrants.
You won't see immigrants at the middle of the Gateway International Bridge anymore. Some are here. It's a kind of makeshift waiting room, a lean-to building of the kind used by farmers to store hay or equipment. Not the sort of place you'd expect to find people. It's an area on the Mexican side of the bridge. Immigrants huddle under mountains of blankets, sleeping on cots, some even under desks. That's where this young woman chose to sleep, out of the rain and cold. She's pregnant, but she's not the only one.
No sé cuál es la prioridad que tenemos nosotras de dormir en un piso porque lo que estamos haciendo aquí.
They're each 6 to 7 months into their pregnancies. This place is the last step before they will request asylum before CBP officers in the U.S. First, their names are put on a list managed by Mexican immigration. Then they could be sent to an immigrant shelter like Casa de Migrante to wait until they reach the top of the list. Going to the shelter right now is not an option. We were told the influx of immigrants and cold temperatures means the shelters are full. So now they wait on this bridge. It's a wait not meant to last long.
Cuando los traen para aquí de la Casa Apoyo es porque aquí van a estar máximo 2 días si acaso.
Something happened here though. The women moved to this bridge in Matamoros some time ago. 2 have waited here for about a week. Another for 23 days.
Everybody that comes into our installation.
Over at the Hidalgo Reynosa Bridge, a media tour was held last week. CBP said then they give expedited processing to children and the elderly. We asked about priority for pregnant women Tuesday. They sent a statement that explains they work with limited space. It reads in part, the number of inadmissible individuals CBP is able to process varies based upon case complexity, available resources, medical needs, translation requirements, holding detention space, overall port volume, and ongoing enforcement actions. We asked Immigration Attorney Jody Goodwin for insight about the rules for those who are pregnant.
As far as I know, there is no specific policy that CBP has in terms of making those individuals a priority.
She tells us the emergencies go to the front of the line. She's had some success.
Well, I think because it involves an issue of life or death, or it involves the issue of serious impairments such as blindness that could happen because of certain infections, things like that.
The women wait at the bridge because crossing through the port of entry is what the president declared they should do. Some continue to cross the river, then ask for asylum. We caught up with a woman we'll call Anna for her safety. She says she did not know there was another way to cross. She's 3 months pregnant and crossed last week with another pregnant woman. That was before the presidential proclamation. She says she saw the life and death risks of crossing the river.
Y si mi hermano no la hubiera agarrado con otro muchacho que venía, ella se hubiera ido en el río. Y estaba embarazada 5 meses.
She believes she could have avoided that by entering through the bridge. Once on the U.S. side, Ana was released within a week. She's hoping to see a doctor soon. We're told of the 3 women in Matamoros, only 1 was processed since Sunday.
The Mexican government has emergency services on their side for those who need assistance at the bridge as well. We worked with border reporter Oscar Margain to obtain the women's interviews in Mexico. In the studio, Valerie Gonzalez, Channel 5 News at 10.